everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Jets are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Chargers, who will need to find a way to move the football. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the San Diego Chargers and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
Rivers on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Rivers surveying the field. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 4th down, it's Drew Kaiser on to kick it away for San Diego. Back deep for the Jets, Jalen Marshall. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. 15 yards there for number 15.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the direct snap, Forte. This is the running back, Powell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he cuts it out to the sideline. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Nick Folk for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over, I guess.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets take possession. And now out come the Jets. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw here. Incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and it's 3rd and short. And here are the starters offensively, and one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, and many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Forte, the lone running back. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Return team. Forte, the lone running back. They'll look to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense. Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there. He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Steve McClendon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that. you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They come up in an offset eye. Second down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angle.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Offense.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
As a defender, you're eager to be involved in every play. So when the action goes away from you, a lot of times you run after the ball. But in this case, what a terrific job by the defender staying home and taking care of his responsibilities.
And he locates Luke Wilson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Forte. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to walk. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes. We'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Holding offense.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. This is taken around the 12. Oh, spinning away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Luke Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Foles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Foles. Finding time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. One receiver left. That's Allen. Foles. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. A Wildcat look now. Here's Forte. What a spin. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jets are in a good flow now 2 straight weeks, and much like last week are playing well enough to win. The Chargers will have to figure out a way to make a comeback in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Third down from inside the 40. Wilkerson's able to zero in on the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Jets with the ball midway through 1. Powell's got nothing but space here, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. Jets land the first punch. 1st and 10. Here is Brandon Marshall making the catch in traffic, and the pass and catch will end up going for 31 yards. Jets still on the field. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and this play will go for 6. Jets up by 2 touchdowns. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get back up to New Jersey as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start the second half with a run by Forte. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
He'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Long in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And his throw is incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Come out throwing here to start the drive. To Decker over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, now Barney!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got Decker, left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Foles, he's got time. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, this is Forte. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Play clock winding down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One receiver left, that's Allen. Here's Foles. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Foles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They're going to look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before take. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to stay up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover. And when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Back to throw now on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And quickly they get to the line. Foles. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chargers defense as they get ready to go again. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, but a first down likely ends this thing.
And it looks like they are, to coin a phrase, on the defensive here, right? But in fact, the team on offense has to be really careful.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Luke Wilson with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Here we go. 3, 9, 10.
They'll look to throw. A strong run, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Foles. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Here's Foles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 1 receiver left. That's Allen. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Caught by Gates, left side. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Foles. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
But just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jets, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.